Here we go again with another movie that is portrayed to be this action thriller, but ultimately falls short of providing a substantial storyline that is going to keep an audience engaged throughout the film. Trust stars Sophie Turner, so you know you have a name within the film. But honestly, as you sit through this film, you realize that you start to lose trust and faith into movies that are portrayed in this style. Now, within the first 30 minutes of this movie, you really are looking at 4 to 5 different storylines that could shape up or even lead you in a direction within the film. That is not the case. This film stars around a Hollywood actress who finds herself in a middle of a leak. You see images of her nude. You have these random conversations that start to take place, but you also have something that could change everything, and it's a pregnancy test. And ultimately, it leads to questions. Who could be the father? But with this movie, you realize throughout the first 45 minutes that they could have taken this a few different ways. But what we get is an isolated incident with the leak. And we are looking at a cabin where Sophie Turner's character is hunted for the entire movie. But the thing is, when you look at who could be the father, all you know is, and you see is, the problem will be taken care of. And so what you get are these isolated images and stories about Sophie Turner's character trying to survive. And I get it. You lose trust in people, then they turn their backs on you, and that leads to problems. But when you are looking at this movie as a whole, it just was not it. It was not good in the slightest. And I think there are multiple reasons why. Number one, I think the big issue with this movie is putting Sophie Turner in a cabin, hiding from people, trying to survive for most of the movie. That is an issue because with the other storylines that are introduced or could have been introduced, you're hoping that it's going to have an impact as the movie goes on. You do not see that. What you are left with is these loose ends that the director and really the production team did not tie up. And so you're sitting here wondering, when are they going to appear back within the movie? And they don't. I think another flaw within this movie is when you are taking a singular character and focusing the duration of the film on them, you start to lose sight of things that are taking place within the film. And I think we have seen many movies within the end of 2024 and even now in early 2025 where they are isolating a singular character or even possibly two characters, and you're left to kind of put the pieces together for yourself. And so I think about Strangers Chapter 1, The Woman in the Yard, and some others that really you're focused on a singular or maybe 2 to 3 characters. And so everything else that is taking place within the movie does not come together as it should. Now, if there is a pro, I think Sophie did a great job for what she had to do. I think when you're acting and you have to play a certain role that you take on, you want to do the best that you can. I will give it to her. She did a good job. But I don't think the director gave her much, and really the writers of the film gave her much of a direction other than survive. And so for me, Trust is a 1.5 out of 5. This is a movie that I think when it hits streaming, it will be a film that people click on to see what it's about, what's going to take place. but I was the only one in our theater. And I looked at times earlier on Thursday and even Friday, and they were not full. And so when you are seeing a film like this with a big name trying to make its way into the box office and really draw crowds, trust it not. And like I said at the beginning, films like this are why I have trust issues with new thrilling horror movies that are coming out, because you just cannot believe that they are truly a thriller or even a horror film. So for me, Trust is a 1.5. It is one of those films I would say wait till it hits streaming services if you are interested in seeing it, but it is out now. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for the continued support. Make sure to hit the subscribe button as we approach 800 subscribers. Stay tuned for more reviews this week, and I will talk to you all later.